my name is Supriya. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Seva Transformation Academy publishes one video every week to help you on your transformation journey. Enjoy. Sleep is a personal thing. Please don't put yourself in a category of people that need more or less sleep without knowing the reason why. Ayurveda categorizes every human into categories of doshas. It looks at the composition of elements being present within us, and some of us are made of more or less of each element, the Mahabhutas. Now, there are 5 elements to work with, which are then further categorized to be Vata, Pitta, Kapha. These categorization systems help the practitioner or yourself notice what are the types of experiences you're having based on how you were made, instead of reading a table of guidelines that might tell you that this is what you need. Because whoever wrote those guidelines didn't actually know you or how you're made. It's a general piece of advice. So Ayurveda can empower you to actually see exactly what you need. This is what we're going to talk about today, to find out the real reason what the quality of sleep you're having and how you can do something about it. If you've been dealing with poor sleep, it's not because of just your external environment or maybe life circumstances. There's a bigger reason for the quality of sleep you're experiencing, and that has to do with your dosha. Now, doshas express themselves in the way they are in your body. If you've got a lifestyle that can increase the dosha, such as when you turn on the stove, you put the regulator up and the heat goes up, or you turn it down, the heat goes down. And same thing happens within us when it comes to doshas. Whatever our lifestyles are, it actually either increases the dosha or brings it down or keeps it balanced. The regulator has to be in our own hands, and that is the art and that is the practice of Ayurveda. I hope you're still interested. Sleep has been a big challenge in my life and many of my clients. But when I actually studied about why is it that I experience sleep this way? Why do I dream so much? Why can I not just have a quiet night's sleep where I'm just resting and have nothing to think about the next day? Well, the real reason is it's my dosha. The dominant dosha for everyone determines the quality of their sleep. So, Pitta dosha, which is myself, which is the most dominant dosha for me, that dosha is actually prone to dreaming more while they're asleep. So you can bet, given the right planetary circumstances and the moon flow and everything else, I will dream pretty much every night. And so that's the quality of my sleep. It feels like I'm constantly working. So Vata dosha, on the other hand, is the one that is more spacious, floaty, and all that. So then nature is to be a bit lighter. When this quality is increased, you're likely to have a very light sleep or be a light sleeper. So you'll notice that you are, if someone moves on your bed just a little bit even, you'll tend to feel it. And so you're constantly alert, you're constantly a bit, on the edge, so to speak. So your need for sleep, a deep sleep, is really finding warmth, groundedness, and lots of nice routines that can help you feel really restful, but with the aid of the external circumstances as well. Now, Kapha dosha, which is the heaviest of all, which is the earth and water element, it tends to be always wanting more sleep because naturally it is a heavier dosha. It craves more sleep and rest and more static things, but that's not good for it, because imagine you give more steadiness and stability to it, it won't want to move. And this is a quality known as tamas. Tamas happens to be really like an inertia, addiction, or even laziness and dullness. So it's like nightfall, never ending. So we all need to wake up, we all need to see the sun come up, because it's part of nature to optimally operate, and that's why it's best for kapha to get lesser sleep, because they're naturally prone to get good sleep. So that is how you understand why is it that you experience sleep the way you do. What can you do about your sleep quality? You can definitely start to look at what are you doing with your lifestyle. How are you leading your lifestyle? What are the timings? What are the activities of your food intake, socializing, work hours, and what kind of time do you give yourself to prepare for nightfall, right? So these are the practices that you can do in order to actually course correct if you're feeling like you're not actually supporting yourself to get good night's sleep. Next thing you can do is, look, not everybody is going to find a solution with a simple follow the dosha's guidelines kind of way. You do need to see a practitioner that can help you see what you can do better with your lifestyle and diet, because they'll be able to read whatever else is the cause of imbalance, because it's not always that straightforward to figure out whatever is that's causing your type of imbalance, right? Modern day science and statistics show that nearly 75% of people that are dealing with either insomnia or hyperinsomnia are attributing it to depression. Those people that have depression, they're also seen to have some sort of sleep disorder. Either they're not sleeping or they are oversleeping. So this goes to show that the individual that is experiencing some sort of an dull, depressed feeling, that might be coming from an individual factor, right? Depression is a label that we see as something that's becoming static, doesn't want to move, dull, and gloomy. And this is a very big trait of kapha or tamas, which are the doshas and gunas in the Ayurvedic system. The way an Ayurveda practitioner would work with that is to adjust your diet, maybe prescribe you some herbs, and also give you some lifestyle advice which might quickly and very quickly help you get on your way to actually get in tune with nature. Look, the other thing that you need to also consider is the sleep recommendations that are out there, which can play a big thing on your mind, which has for a very long time for me, is that, they recommend, the National Sleep Foundation recommends that every adult gets 7 to 9 hours of sleep a day. But having been a yoga practitioner and worked with many clients, this is not a fact. This is just a general guideline. Why? The reason is, again, coming back to how we are leading a lifestyle. How's our systems working? How are our systems that are internally working? Are we optimizing our energy? And how are we feeling about life in general? So our thoughts, feelings, actions, emotions, and energy are all contributing toward the quality of sleep we're getting. Sleep is not like a sport, it's not an activity, it's actually a state, right? A state of restfulness, which is not supposed to be forced, but we do need to prepare for it. It's not an activity, so to speak, that we need to do it like a chore. It needs to be a part of the natural cycle and process of our movements in a day. So if we are to wake up feeling sluggish, it's telling us something. If we are waking up feeling really nice and fresh and slept, then that's telling us something too. Because that's the point where everything starts, right? In the morning, we are starting off to live our day just the way we had intended to. But waking up tired and frustrated and groggy is never a good start to the day ahead. Waking up early is also not a very good practice for everyone. So whatever general advice is out there, I would ask you not to pay too close attention to it. I would recommend to you that you do a quiz that will help you learn about your Prakriti, which is what's the most dominant dosha in you, and try to live a lifestyle according to those guidelines. You don't have to turn vegetarian, you don't have to do anything that you are not wanting to do. But there are certain times of the day when you could be optimizing yourself in that will help you sleep better, that will help you get better quality rest and function better in life. All right, guys. So I hope I was able to share the message clearly with you as to why you could be lacking good quality sleep. And for more information or a better understanding, you can work with me, and my details are in the description box below, where you'll be able to book in a session with me to work on your diet, lifestyle, and sleep habits so that you can get on your way to good and better health.